What's up, everybody? I'm Kelsey and welcome back to another video. Today is gonna be a fun one. You read the title. I am going to try to have a baby with every imaginary friend in The Sims 4. If you don't already know, The Sims 4 recently released imaginary friends in their new expansion, The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits. They are, in a word, horrifying. Essentially, you could be a little kid and wake up an imaginary friend, but eventually you could actually age up and then make that friend into a real sim. So my thought was like, could you be childhood friends to lovers with your imaginary friend and then have their babies? And if so, what would they look like? So in the game, there are 4 imaginary friends. So obviously I'm gonna have a baby with all of them. Because why not? I have to do it for science. If you're new here, or even if you're not and you just haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I put out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, and honestly, I've been up to some weird hijinks lately. From my main series, the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, where we always are getting into some chaos. It's the same challenge every week where you get to like grow and learn about these characters and their lives and get attached. I also have one-off videos just like this one where I try crazy ways of having different babies in The Sims and just like exploring all that this game has to offer everyone. So I would love it if you join me. We are close to reaching 990,000 subscribers, which is a crazy number to say. So please subscribe if you haven't already. It would be awesome for you to join this ever-growing Danger family. With all that out of the way, let's go ruin some childhoods. I haven't felt this like nervous and shy about what I like. Normally I've done so much in The Sims. There's very little anymore that makes me blush or uncomfy, but God, if this is not gonna be one of those times. All right, so we're gonna move Chelsea in to the new world of Gibby Point, but we're not going to just move Chelsea in. We are going to also be moving Chelsea in, and Chelsea in, and Chelsea in, and Chelsea in. Chelsea, if you don't know, is my sim-ish self. I use her for everything. She's the mother of all, okay? She's the queen mother herself, the sim that has all the babies. She's like me. My name's Kelsey, but she's a little different. Her name's Chelsea, right? But anyway, I'm gonna put 5 instances of Chelsea into this family. This is so great. I love this, actually. I'm so pleased. All right, so there are officially 5 instances of Chelsea, but we are going to make each of these other Chelseas into child Chelseas, and they're gonna be the ones that befriend the imaginary friends and then age them up. So there are 4 imaginary friends, and you can't have more than one. You have to only have the one imaginary friends per sim. So that way I can have all 4 imaginary friends, have them with Chelsea, and then have her grow up and then add them into my household. And then like all the mama jamma is gonna happen. So here is our army of Chelseas. We have Mother Chelsea, Mother of Chelseas, and then we have Chelsea 1, Cowgirl Chelsea, Bangs Chelsea, and Prep School Chelsea. They're all ready to go to meet their new imaginary best friends. I'm so excited. Chelsea's like one of those like creatures that can procreate just from like spawning mini versions of themselves that are clones. That's Chelsea right now. I'm already deeply uncomfortable by what we're going to find out about all of this. Let the chaos begin. So first things first, the friends have to be brought in. All right, so let's add our friends here. We've got first friends first is Little Monster. Okay, then we have Pretty Pegacorn. We have Crafty Kid, and we have the Wild Child. If you haven't seen them before, let's take a gander at our 4 imaginary friends turned lovers. Oh God. They're cute-ish right now. I'm not looking forward to what's to come, but let's get it, okay? So which Chelsea goes to what? So I think the Butterfly Chelsea should go to with Pretty Pegacorn. Rodeo Chelsea, I think, should go with Wild Child. That just feels right. Overall, Chelsea can go with this Little Monster, and then Crafty Kid can go with Prep School Chelsea. So there you have it. All right, so they're all gonna grab their toys. Go on, Chelseas. But right now, they're just choosing their Pokemon, you know, all gaining the skill, playing with their new toys, becoming besties. Okay, I've got to just like remember who is who. I love that meanwhile, Chelsea's just enjoying herself. Like, in the pool going off. All right, so everybody's doing what they need to do here. I'm nervous to see all these imaginary friends appear, but so far it's kind of cute watching them play. Let's look at them all. Play, girls, play. They are going for it. They are doing it. They're doing the most right now. This is so chaotic. Oh my God. Okay, it seems like they're already maxed out, so this is perfect. That was really chaotic, but they're all maxed out of their friendships with these, so I think it means the time has come to summon them. Oh my God, I'm so like, honestly, high-key a little nervous, but I think it'll be fine. So let's pull all these besties out here. So we need to turn into imaginary friend. All right, and then yours is wild child. Chelsea is going to go with little monster, of course, and Chelsea will go with our crafty friend here. All right, girls, let your imaginary friends begin. Okay, here they are. Oh no, they have been summoned. Okay, so we have crafty kid right here. Terrifying. All right, we've got little monster right there. We've got our wild child and pretty pegacorn. So we have all the imaginary friends officially summoned. Here's the thing. There's two ways we can go about this. There is, of course, the way where, you know, you age up and then you make the imaginary friend into a real sim and then they kind of transform and they look like a sim. This is what the imaginary friends look like when they become like teens with you and they become real sims, okay? They look like this. They look like actually pretty cute, normal-ish looking sims. I honestly think they're all pretty cute and I think they would make some cute babies. But today I am doing the ruined version, the horrible version, the version that shouldn't be. And I got this idea from Lil Simsy. Lil Simsy did a version where she added the imaginary friend to her family just like automatically to see what it would start looking like. And the results are honestly terrifying. So let's see if we actually get these same results by just clicking and adding to family. So here we go. All right, we're gonna add Lil Monster to our family in just a moment. There he is. This is what he looks like before. Let's see what he looks like when we just add him cold to our family. Is he like a real sim now? What's happening? He's added to the family, but he's disappeared. Okay, Chelsea can still see him, but he is added to our family. He's a real sim, which is kind of wild that you don't see him sometimes. All right, so let's add all of these to our family. Our crafty kid. Okay, we've got wild child over here. Oh, now we have a full house. So we actually need more room to add our very last one, which is of course our imaginary friend here, pretty pegacorn. Yeah, I'm gonna save this right here and I think I can have a mod to make it happen. Hold on. We're back. I downloaded MC Command Center so that don't worry, we can make sure that our pretty pegacorn will be part of the club. All right, so now that I have all of our imaginary friends in our household, thank you to all of our kids who have helped us. We're gonna move them into a new household. All right, and it's just gonna be Chelsea, Mom Chelsea, and all the random people. So they're all going into this random household. Goodbye, the Chelseas. You guys are crushing it. We're moving out our kids so that way we can see the monstrosity that we have created. So now we've got pretty pegacorn. We have crafty kid. This is wild child. And something like monster, little monster. Obviously they look like their cute little selves. But what happens when the costume comes off? That's what we're gonna find out. So here we go. I'm gonna just pick this random, the hot dog costume, same as when Lil Simsy did it. Oh no. Oh no. This is really bad. What does a wild child look like? At least wild child has to look somewhat normal, right? You would be wrong. Wild child also looks quite terrifying. All right, what about crafty? What does crafty look like? Actually the most normal of the bunch. All right, and then there's the pretty pegacorn. Oh no. So this is this sim looks like. So in order to have babies with them, we gotta age them up. So they gotta become young adults. Congratulations, pretty. What? She just looks normal. Okay, what about crafty? No. This ruined everything. This ruined my entire plan. At least monster has to look warped, right? Why do they all grow into their looks? Okay, I am mad. I am deeply mad. What do you mean that you looked like that as a child? but then as a teen, you look normal. What do you mean? The Sims have abandoned me. They all look just like normal, plain-faced, big-eyed Sims. I mean, their eyes are quite big, but like not that big. Out of curiosity's sake, I will try to have a baby with Monster and see what they look like. Yeah, I mean, that just looks like a normal Sim, but with big eyes. This is deeply disappointing. I was thinking it was going to be some sort of hellscape. And I was wrong. You are all disappointing to me. I'm deleting you all. Get out of here. I don't want to have babies with you. You're boring. Don't worry though, we're still going to figure out what our babies would look like with the imaginary friends. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the really weird version. It's going to be the normal adult version, but it's fine. So we've got Chad is his name, I guess. Leslie, Scruggs, Mac, and Peggy. But we're going to make them all young adults, which pretty much just makes them look exactly the same. Nothing changes there, thankfully. And we are going to be having babies with all of them. So we're going to start with Chad, who was once formerly Wild Child, and see what our babies are going to look like together with Chelsea. All right, so we're going to randomize once. Okay, twice. All right, 3 times. I don't like it. No. Really? None of them really look like Chad. They all look like Chelsea. This Sim's kind of close. All right, so this is what our Wild Child looks like. I mean, this is very interesting. Are the lips from Chelsea? Where did she get the lips? I guess they're from Wild Child. Wild Child, surprisingly, big lips. She's cute. I think it could be cute. I don't think most of them were cute. They were mostly weird. All the other ones that we saw. Let's see about Leslie. What does Leslie's child look like? All right, once, twice. That's actually pretty cute. 3 times. Honestly, okay, Leslie had a cute kid with us. I approve of the Leslie. If you want to have Crafty Kid, she looks crazy and spooky as a child, but as an adult, kind of a cute Sim, actually. Very impressed. Okay, let's go with Mac. I'm not excited to have their child, to be honest. Oh, I mean, honestly though, wait, he kind of is a cutie pie. All right, hello? Why does that look like Anna Wintour? Anyway, we're gonna randomize once, twice. Oh, cute, 3 times. Okay, honestly, the big eyes are still there though. We can see the echoes of the friend within. That is kind of spooky crazy. That's a little wild. Like that Sim didn't come naturally. You know what I mean? That's a Sim that's a little, I don't know. All right, let's have our last pretty pegacorn, Peggy, and see what Peggy and Chelsea's kids would look like. Let's randomize once. Okay, twice. Actually really cute. 3 times. All right, that's a cute Sim. The wide smile's a little spooky. Peggy's normally the Sim that's like kind of insane, but she's kind of cool. Like this is a cool vibe. All right, so we saw what our babies would look like if we were to become childhood friends to lovers, but can you actually do it in game? I'm gonna find out right now. So let's play test. We've got our girl Chelsea Jr. We've got all of the imaginary friends right here. So let's pick one out. I think I'm gonna go with the pretty pegacorn because honestly, I think she made the cutest kid. So let's find out if we can just become best friends with her very quickly. So our girlie's bonding here with pretty pegacorn, doing the most. It doesn't actually take too long, thankfully, to max that out. Just a few play times is enough. All right, so now that we've have her maxed out, let's put her in the world, turn her into an imaginary friend. All right, so now we're doing it just in game. No mods, no nothing. Here's our invisible friend. Now we need to become best friends. Luckily, I have some cheats here. We're gonna make them absolutely best friends already. So as you can see, these two are now very, very good friends. And I'm going to have Chelsea age up into a teen and we're gonna see what happens. All right, she's aged up. She's gonna be loyal and we'll probably say she wants to be a super parent, just like the original Chelsea. And it says, wow, I can't believe you're grown up. I'm so happy I was able to be here for your big moment. I'm gonna head back to Imaginary Land for now, but don't forget about me, okay? But we can try to make real. Okay, we're gonna try to offer to make her real. Okay, this is cool. I haven't seen this happen before. Chelsea as a teen going through an awkward phase, but we don't need to, but this is not about that. This is not about that. This is about a girl and her imaginary friend becoming lovers. Okay, so let's see what happens here. We offer to make our imaginary friend real. Oh my gosh, here she is. We're back. Do you want to become my forever imaginary friend? We've been besties, but I feel like we have a bond that transcends. All right, turns out marriage geek friends can be real friends if you believe hard enough. She is a real sim. Okay, so let me see. Oh my God, we can romance. We can romance the imaginary friend. Stop. Chelsea. Girl. Oh my God. Oh my God, you really can. Oh. Okay, but she has like romantic interests. So she's not interested in us? Let's see. Her sexual orientation is no one. Okay, so the imaginary friends, I think once they're aged up, they are not interested in romance at all, but you can change it. So could you, without modding anything, make your imaginary friend your lover? Technically no, but if you just change the one thing about that sim, you could have the babies that I have shown. So overall, we've combated this on so many levels. We've seen what the cheated imaginary friends look like when you just add them to your family and take off their disguises, and when you age them up. We've seen the imaginary friends once they've been officially made into real sims and what those babies look like. And we've actually tried to do it in game to see if we can make it happen. Which imaginary friend would you want to be your lover? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you on the internet very soon. Bye.